game number 1 of our PVT series, and the Protoss spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Gresfon is none other than Team NV's creator. In the blue, the appropriate blue. I feel like a Team NV player should pretty much always be in blue. His opponent in the lower right-hand corner, who I do think fits red quite nicely. I think, for some reason, the red really works for him. Shopify Rebellion. It's ByuN. Some players like red and blue, it's our standard, right? Sometimes we'll see different colors, but really it's supposed to be red and blue. When they do the big events, they always stick with red and blue. They don't let them choose any other colors, which I kind of wish they would let them choose other colors. Like, I don't know. I guess it's better for the viewing experience for sure. But like, man, if I ever run a huge event, I think I'll let the players pick other colors. I'll let them do it, as long as it's not blue and light blue. But some players lean better towards being a player in blue or a player in red. I don't know why that is. It's not even race specific. It's just like certain players. Like if this was Showtime, Showtime should be red. But then so should Hero Marine. You do get into a tough spot where both players can't be red. Serral versus Raynor. I feel like Serral's usually red. Is that right? I don't know. When I think Serral versus Clem, I think Serral red, Clem blue. Oh, it's Clem's birthday, by the way. Saw that this morning. This is all very relevant information to this match, in which there's concussive shells about to finish up. ByuN's going to move across the map with a couple of Marauders. It's just going to be some annoying pressure here for Creator to deal with. See if the Marauders can get anything done, get some good trades. Might be able to catch this Adept mid-map. They actually look like they're going to run around each other. No shield battery back at home just yet. It goes down, but the Marauders are about to be here. This Adept has discovered that concussive shell is the play. Probe's getting pulled. The shield battery gets canceled. And now it's just Probes getting targeted down here by ByuN. The second Adept shows up. Adepts and Marauders don't kill each other particularly fast. So it is kind of funny to watch this interaction where both of the units just take like a ton of damage. Ooh, this probe somehow escapes. 4 probes have gone down, but Marauders are not cheap. So, mineral-wise, 4 probes is actually just 2 Marauders, but the Marauders also cause gas. Ooh, ah! Damn, the body block on that Adept to save the Stalker. Stalker gets back to the shield battery and heals right back up. Well, the shields anyways, and you know what? Creator does a great job holding on there. 225 minerals to 375 here. This is, yeah, it's a good trade for Creator for sure. ByuN going for the bunker. Stim behind this. Looks like it's just going to be a 3 racks behind this into the factory. No add-on on this barracks, though. It's kind of funny. That is an interesting choice. But +1's on the way. Looks like Stim finished up, so Combat Shield should be up shortly here. And then once all that is done, ByuN will have a nice little push if he wants to go for it. He might just chill with those units, depending on what Creator's going for. But for now, it looks like Creator's just going for some Blink Stalkers. And actually getting the Prism out. How many gateways is this? Hold on, I can count. 3 gateways. No, that's a 4th gateway. Hold on. Boom. 4. 4 warp gates and Blink. Really haven't seen this in a long time. Guys, when was the last time you saw 4-gate Blink on 2 base versus Terran? This is so wild. This build was every single PVT for like like a year. It was just all of them. And then after that, for the next year, it was like 60% of them. It's been so long. Oh, man. I don't know if ByuN realizes exactly what's coming. I think he saw the Stalkers out front. He's got the units in the main. He's got a lot of Marines up here. No medevacs yet, so his stim is going to be extremely painful. Oh, he's going to jump right on top of the bunker. The Marines, I love it. They just pull back. They let the bunker die. SCV's pulling forward right now. Stim is done. ByuN can stim. He's going to go for it. He should be able to get this Prism. No, the Prism backs away in time, and the Stalkers are going to blink backwards. Oh my god, what a pickup in the Prism. The Marines do still take down a couple of Stalkers, but just 2. 5 SCVs have gone down in the meantime. ByuN's going to be forced to stim again. He's got some Marauders with this time, so that concussive shell can help him catch these Stalkers quite a bit. But man, Creator's just keeping the pressure on. A medevac finally out. There's the 2 medevacs. Those are crucial to keeping these units in an okay spot. But Creator is not stopping right now. He's going to keep the pressure on, blinking backwards. He's trying to take as good of a trade as he possibly can. A few SCVs in the front helping out. These Marauders are going to be really strong. Creator needs to be super careful against those. Oh my god, these Marauders are decimating the Stalkers right now. Creator really needed to back up. He killed a ton of Marines. He killed a ton of SCVs. That was all fantastic. But those, man, these Marauders, like 3 kills apiece over here is actually wild. So many Stalkers going down there in that last bit of the engagement. That was probably 8 or 9 of the 15 Stalkers in just the last 4 seconds. Creator runs back home. He's got a 3rd base on the way, so he's in a decent spot. But you don't want to have to rebuild a bunch of Stalkers. Right? You're going into Colossi, you really want to have the majority of those Stalkers still alive. So Creator now needs to buy some time, because otherwise ByuN just pushes across. And 1 Colossus and this little gateway army is not a lot to hold on to drops. And ByuN knows that. That's why he's trying to put some pressure on right now. But he's got to keep units at home to deal with this Prism. There's just 4 Stalkers in it. It's a fairly minimal investment for Creator. And he can pretty much always get these units out as long as he's careful with the Prism. And this just buys time for him. He's got a 2nd Colossus almost finished. Be able to start up Thermal Lance. Maybe get some more Warpins back at home. And ByuN's putting down 2 more barracks here. Oh, he's got the CC as well. He's good. He's all good. This cute little play from ByuN here. Gonna shut down some stuff. Actually gonna kill the Cyber Core. Ooh, Stalkers do have blink though. These medevacs need to be really careful. The Marauder's just gonna stick it out and fight a little bit. There's the big blink forward. Gonna get 1 empty medevac. Gets a 2nd empty medevac. ByuN will get some of that out of there. Cyber Core did go down though, so that was a nice little catch. Yeah, ByuN's got to go home. He's going to take his own 3rd. Honestly, ByuN's not in a bad position. I feel like he lost a lot of SCVs, but his macro was very, very solid. And because of that, he's kept up pretty well in the worker count. Mining slightly in favor of Creator for the time being, but as the 3rd gets situated, it should be relatively even. A lot of Marauders in this composition. I'd love to see Creator get into something anti-Marauder. As I say that, there's an Immortal on the way. Charge is nearly done. Charge lots are quite good against Marauders. The Marines are really crucial against those. But yeah, the anti-Colossi force here for ByuN is strong. He's getting the Vikings out now. Widow Mines will help against the Zealots, though, for sure. But we also have a Dark Shrine on the way for Creator, and he's getting into some Disruptors now as well. And Disruptors are anti-anything that exists on the ground. He'll kill him. Creator losing that Stalker. That's not what's supposed to happen. Zealots fly in, run in. Gets taken down. I like the Vikings here to try to stop the Prism as well. I feel like a couple of turrets would be a good addition, perhaps. Prisms can fly over turrets, but it's dangerous. Worth noting as well, ByuN's done a great job with the upgrades. He's got 2 halfway done. He's going to be 2 full upgrades ahead of Creator. That's actually pretty notable. Obviously, things like Disruptors just don't really care about those. It doesn't affect the Vikings, but this is a lot of bio on the ground for ByuN right now. He's got a very strong army. Oh, he's putting on a turret right out front. ByuN maybe thinking about the Dark Shrine possibility already. He doesn't have any information. He actually hasn't seen the main at all. He just knows Creator. Widowmine gonna spot this army moving out. It's actually really nice vision for ByuN. Eventually, I assume the Observer will get there, but in the meantime, ByuN just sees the entire army sitting there. He's gonna have to spread well, though. There's a Disruptor or 2. Another Widowmine connection. These random Widowmines have just gotten some good kills. DT comes in, but gets killed because the turret's right there. The turret's gonna get targeted down, but it's a little late for that. Already did its job. Disruptor Nova doesn't really kill anything, but it is just good for zoning sometimes to make sure the Terran army doesn't try to jump on top of you. ByuN in a bit of an awkward spot here. He lost his big concave that he had. He's just moving forward, though. The Viking's going to try to take down the Prism. And Creator's fully on the run. That is not really how you want to be playing right now as Creator. ByuN takes the supply lead, despite what I would call a pretty solid opening from Creator. ByuN has completely caught up. And actually, we get the 4th base down at a little bit later than Creator, but not too much. Creator starts up a 5th. I think ByuN might have a chance to push, put some actual pressure on to Creator. Ooh, the turret. Turret is finished, but the planetary is not. Well, turns out the bio's not too far away. So, 3 SCVs go down for 3 DTs. Not the trade Creator was looking for, but let's buy him a little more time, get some more of those big beefy units out. It also starts with DT Blink. It's worth noting a 2nd Forge did go down at some point. So Creator does have that +1 armor, so he's not super far behind in the upgrades, but still a little bit. He's got +2 armor and +1 shields on the way. 3-3 is on the way for ByuN. I'm surprised ByuN is being so passive here. I feel like when you hit max, you want to try to get some pressure on, but ByuN so far is just kind of chilling. And that is allowing Creator to get a 5th base up and running quite a bit before ByuN. Although the worker count's pretty much even, so in terms of mining, it's not going to be that effective. Just makes this game very chill. Surprisingly few disruptors. There are 4 disruptors out right now for Creator. I don't know, I usually feel like I expect to see more. Oh man, Creator is going into a fleet beacon and 2 more Stargates, getting prepared for the carrier transition. But it seems like ByuN's kind of already thinking about it. He's got +1 ship weapons on the way. And obviously he's already got the Vikings out to deal with the Colossi, but oh yeah, he's getting into it. That, my friends, is a fusion core. Now this could also be for Liberator range, but man, would I love to see 3 more starports go down right now to get tech labs for battlecruisers. That would be the most beautiful thing in the world. I would love that. I feel like we're probably not going to see it, but just have to keep an eye out. Ooh, Stalkers get EMP'd and a few Stalkers go down there. Very painful. It's not the end of the world for Creator, though. Stalkers aren't the end-all, be-all late-game unit. I just don't like this army for Creator. This army right now was good a few minutes ago. It was good when both players were like getting to max, right? But I don't love it. I don't super love it. I feel like this many sentries. I guess Guardian Shield's pretty good. But you're not force fielding. Hallucination can be fun too. I don't know. It feels a little bit mixed of units that aren't maybe going to be super helpful, but hard to say. Poor Observer. There's that Liberator range here. So these Liberators can bring freedom to the galaxy. And he's going to be making 4 of them at a time. Creator's already got carriers on the way, though. Could absolutely build a few Tempests to deal with the Liberators. Man, this feels like old school TvP. This is like 3-4 years ago TvP. We had like a 4-gate blink, and now we're getting carriers out. There's a nuke on the way for ByuN. This is beautiful. I feel like I never see Terran versus Protoss go like this anymore. This is great. Both players just agreed to like chill, you know? Chill in macro. ByuN's taking the 6th base. He's going to take a 7th base. Creator probably gonna be like, ah, all right, I guess I'll just take this one too. The 2 most contentioned bases on this map would be this one and this one here. Sometimes these ones get pushed into as well, but they are a little easier to hold on to. They're very close to your like 3rd base position. Damn, 3 carriers on the way at a time. Let's see what the carrier count is. Up to 4, but with 5 about to pop and 6 still on the way. I don't know what the magic carrier number is. I'm actually shocked Creator's just killing his Colossi. That's kind of bold. I actually feel like maybe you want the Colossi alive? No, maybe not. Oh my god. Ignite Afterburners on the way. Guys. Ignite Afterburners. Who gets this upgrade? ByuN. ByuN gets it. I would not have been able to tell you what this upgrade picture looked like if you had asked me. It's nuke time.
Never say die.
Never mind. Creator's got detection. Rip. Well, ByuN starts up another nuke. I'd love to see a couple of Ghost Academies be made. Multiple nukes. It'd be fun. We're going to be seeing this super late game. Might as well, right? Oh, here's the Tectonic Destabilizers being made for Creator. That's right, we're getting all the upgrades here. All the upgrades. The fancy names. Whoever came up with Tectonic Destabilizers, honestly, that's one of my favorite upgrade names. It's just a good one. It's a solid picture, too. Considering how late this was added to StarCraft, I think they did a great job with it. So this actually increases the Tempest damage versus ground. Or, what is it, versus buildings? Yeah, it's versus buildings. It makes them kill buildings super fast, so things like turrets just do not stand up to them. These Stalkers are really trying for something. Yeah, high-sec auto-tracking is done, so the Stalkers are dead. Bio gets here a little bit late. The Archons dive in, get a bunch of kills. 13 SCVs, but I actually don't think ByuN cares. Yeah. Man, that's a lot of starports, guys. That's a lot. We just got 7 extra starports over here. Turrets all throughout the middle. Look at these turrets. It's incredible. ByuN's got like this weird little squad of bio. Feedback on the Ghost. The Storm's really nice as well. Super shield battery to hold on to this cannon. And a DT. That's actually beautiful. What a defense from Creator. Feedback, Storm, Overcharge, and warps into DT. I love the Zealots coming in just to kill the sensor tower. It's like annoying at best. I guess it's decent value because the gas, but It's just funny. Oh, we got triple battlecruiser production right now for ByuN, with the potential for septuple battlecruiser production to match the carrier production. Actually, I think it's only 3 carriers at a time can be made. 10 carriers are out right now. But I think creators definitely going to want to put a few more Stargates up, because if you do want to replace your air army, you need a lot. Speaking of air army, 11 carriers. There are 12 Vikings and 4 Liberators. Not a huge air army right now from ByuN, but of course he's got a handful of Marines. 19, again, not super high though. And he does have those 3 BCs, which just popped. Now the BCs could teleport across the map, try to get some damage done in Creator's base and pull him home. See how that goes. Widowmine is doing some Widowmine stuff. And now it's dead. Yamato on the way for ByuN as well. All right. It looks like we might get into an engagement here shortly. Creator is pushing the front. He sees the air army. He's got a few disruptors on the ground. Only 3 here, though. I don't know if I'm loving the disruptor situation. I feel like with this much bio on the ground, the disruptors, you might want like 5 or 6. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Those BCs are still just chilling. ByuN is not bringing them into the fight at all. Oh, he dives in, kills 1 carrier. Now, the change to carriers recently, I actually haven't seen this against Terran, I don't think at all. It means that units will auto-target the carrier instead of the interceptor if the carrier is in range, right? They prioritize the carrier over the interceptor. But the interceptors go out in front of the carrier, so it only changes it if you're closer to the carriers, or as close to the carriers as you are to the interceptors. These High Templar are trying to be cheeky, but getting taken down by ByuN. 3 more BCs being made to replace any units that were lost in that last fight. So ByuN is just slowly building up the BC count right now. But Creator is maybe already, I was going to say suspicious, but actually I think he just wants to work through the Liberators and the turrets, because he's getting the Tempests out. There are still only 3, oh no, there's 5 Stargates. Okay, a couple more we'll put down. 5 Stargates is pretty solid. Oh, and here we go. ByuN is making triple nukes right now. This one is already got a nuke in the bank. Might have another engagement here. Disruptor Nova going forward. The CC probably not long for this world, but ByuN so far holding on to the position. A nuke goes down. That's going to be up on the top side. We'll see if Creator is paying enough attention to notice that. Doesn't look like he has. But I think this nuke is gonna land. Takes down some static defense, takes down that stalker. At the same time, it looks like ByuN continues to hold this position out here. Another nuke going down in the same exact position on the north side. Never expect the same position. So this is still a lot of Marauders in this composition. Creator doesn't have a huge ground army. ByuN may want to get rid of some of the Marauders. I'm not too sure. This is a lot of carriers. He's just building up these BCs. So the 6 BCs are just chilling over here. That nuke did land. This Ghost right now has 15 kills. Just inching these nukes forward. Oh no. No, the probes. They've Maynarded at the wrong time. Just like that, 15 more probes go down. The Ghost on 32 kills. Creator inching his way forward here, but actually ByuN's the one inching his way up. Turrets with the planetary. The nuke going down on the exact same place. This Ghost will have nuked the same base 4 times, and all that static D is big dead. Ghost is actually a baller. 39 kills. I don't think I've ever seen one Ghost nuke 4 places, 1 place 4 times before. That is wild. Creator just not even trying to deal with it right now. Oh, it looks like we might have another nuke over here. DT and the Ghost somewhat near each other.
Mineral
Here
field
goes.
depleted.
Double nuking. He's going to hit this one. It looks like this might actually kill the base. Creator's not too far away from this one, but he's not noticing it. He's deciding to push forward a little bit into this. Which means we're going to see both of these nukes land. This base lives thanks to the shield regeneration. ByuN pushes forward a little bit. Pulls back. He's got another BC on the way right now. It is still just the 6. He's lost all of his Vikings. But with all these turrets, the carriers cannot push in efficiently. Oh my god. This is the 6th nuke on this base. Creator is just letting this happen right now. And down it goes. 6 nukes. He killed all the static defense, all the probes, and finally the base. Honestly, incredible. Incredible play. Are we going to see the BCs? Oh, where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay, they're moving around. They're moving around. 3 more on the way. They haven't shown themselves yet, I don't think. As I say that, those couple of Void Rays out. Void Rays are an interesting choice. Prismatic alignment does make them quite good against armored units. The BCs are going to be pushing forward to work with the turrets, the Liberators, and this planetary. Another nuke down on this base, but it looks like Creator has finally spotted this, so he's going to take that one out. The ByuN's moving towards the top side. This base is not here anymore, though, so I guess he'll go towards the 3rd. Creator's going to take this opportunity to try to push in a little bit to the turrets, I think. You have to be a little careful. You might see some Yamatos here. The ByuN has pulled back largely, though. There's the Yamatos going down. Temp is dying. Again, just trying to be cost efficient with these units. Worth noting, this ghost still alive. 42 kills. Killed a Nexus. Dropped 6 nukes in that spot. Incredibly impressive. Ooh, carriers coming down here. Is there enough to actually fight these interceptors? It feels like these 3-3 Marines are going to be pretty alright against them. BCs could always come help. Not a lot of turret action at this base, but honestly, this base is almost completely mined out. It's mostly a positional thing. If Creator's able to push that base away and get these CCs out of there, taking this base will be a lot easier for him. Oh, we got another nuke going down. He just goes to the same exact spot. Oh, and he's going to drop one on the army. He's going to go for the army nuke. Disruptor Nova going out. It doesn't hit the ghost, though. Creator's got to pull back. He's got to pull back. The base gets nuked. And ByuN's going to be able to take this base down. Thanks to the ghost zoning with that nuke, Creator not able to figure out exactly where it is and didn't want to risk it. We have another nuke going down on this base. Non-stop nuking action. This is beautiful stuff. More BCs on the way. What's the battlecruiser count? Chilling at 7 right now. Creator has 17 workers. His income is actually kind of garbage, I think. And I feel like ByuN is starting to really chew through what Creator has. Creator has a lot of bank. ByuN's just diving for it. This is insane. Okay, huge storm on the ByuN and on the BCs overhead. And Creator still has a massive army. 148 supply, 160 army supply right now coming out from Creator. And he is just chewing through this. Turrets are not going to mean too much to him at all. Liberator's getting taken down. The planetary going to get taken down. Creator's not being super cost efficient with this fight, but he pushes ByuN all the way back. I feel like ByuN needs to get some repair on these units right now. He's building more, but it is going to take a while before any of that happens. And you know what? Creator can start warping in. He's got a lot of gateways, 22 gateways. His bank is pretty sizable. If he decides he needs the units, a lot of units now, he can do it. They're not going to be nearly as strong, of course, as the carriers, but he can keep that army supply way, way up. ByuN tries to retake this base. I feel like that is absolutely not worth it. There are so few minerals. Honestly, long distance mining is probably just fine in this situation. ByuN rebuilding some of those battle cruisers. He's down to just 6. I think that was a good trade for ByuN, or for Creator rather. Honestly, pretty even, all things considered. I think Creator was maybe a little bit overzealous with the push. It did take a bit more damage than he necessarily needed to. The problem for Creator is he's just mining so little, and he's going to be mining even less here. Oh, but some BCs get caught. So yeah, these battle cruisers are getting some damage done, but Creator is now moving up north. He knows where ByuN's real mining bases are, and he wants to get right on top of them. He's going to start just popping these planetaries so quickly. Again, taking some damage from the planetaries and from the turrets, but doesn't seem to be carrying too much. We maybe should be carrying a little bit. Even interceptors aren't free, and when you have 12 workers and you're eating through your bank, it's really worth noting that Creator needs to spend money to keep the interceptor count up. Ooh, nice disruption over though. ByuN needs to be really careful with these engagements. Everything for Creator has been EMP'd. That doesn't mean it's dead. Not yet. But ByuN still has these positions to fall back to. He's been building these turrets and planetaries all game. It's going to make it a lot harder for Creator to do damage. In the meantime, these BCs are still getting damage done over here. They will get stormed. They have their teleport available, so they can Yamato and teleport away if they want to. Spots the army heading for him. ByuN gets these bases set back up just in time for Creator to get here and shut them down. He's at least mined a little bit more. Enough to build 3 CCs? Probably not, but mine a little bit more. He's going to get the kill on this base as well. All right. A little bit more back and forth. ByuN, I think, still mining a little bit more. Renegade, thank you for the raid. For the Reneraid. Welcome in. I hope you had fun casting today. The army supplies for both are insane, but Creator is pretty much out of money here. Big teleport away. And teleport over to this base and get some repair going. The Mule Hammer on this base is kind of insane, and ByuN's income skyrockets back up. But this is pretty much his only mining base right now. Same is true for Creator, who doesn't really have a mining base right now. Well, I guess he's got this one still. Both players have a little bit of income. But ByuN's bank is quite a bit bigger, and he is fully maxed. Creator is kind of out of money. And he's not making too much more. He's long distance mining from this base. He's got a few minerals left at this one. He could maybe send a couple of probes left to finish up these 350 minerals, but I'm liking this a lot better for ByuN in terms of the mining. He's also put this base back down. Could drop a couple more mules just to try to soak up these last few hundred minerals. But Creator's actually diving over here right now. They're going to be able to shut this down. Oh man, ByuN's sending his battlecruiser for us. That is quite a fleet of BCs. 13 BCs. There are also 23 Vikings. That is actually insane. That is a huge air force. ByuN basically stopped building ground units. He's got a few ghosts, a couple bio units. At this point, I feel like the 5 medevacs are maybe not worth it. It may just not be worth it. How many units are they actually going to be healing? You get like two or one medevacs just for the ghosts. Don't worry about the rest of those ground units. Turret's trying to come back up. Creator is starting to push in. Creator helping ByuN out a little bit by killing one of those medevacs. I feel like ByuN might be able to win a fight, though. The army supplies are so big. Oh, there's the teleport. There it is. Yamato on everything. And Creator just isn't going to have enough here. ByuN can remake quite a few of these units as well. And Creator just can't. GG. Whoa, man. What an explosive ending to that game. Just a cheeky, quick 35-minute game. Oh, man, that was beautiful. I love how both players, too, just decided, yeah, we'll We'll go for it. We'll go for it. Creator is one of those players that I feel like doesn't shy away from the crazy late game scenarios. But also remember that that game started with the concussive shell marauder push from ByuN. And then the counterattack was 4-gate blink from Creator. And then we went into a full macro game. Wild. Waiting for game 2 here. Hopefully game 2 is as exciting as game 1. There were like 12 nukes in that game. That's insane. I can't believe that one ghost just nuked the same spot 6 times. Creator was like, I don't need that base. I actually think that was probably what gave ByuN an edge. Like, I'm shocked that Creator didn't just send like a small hit squad up there. They could just grab 1 observer and like 4 stalkers. Just a move. Just like go over there somewhere. I don't know, man. He didn't do it. Lost the base, lost all the probes. And from there, it was like Creator was slowly whittling his bank down, while ByuN was just kind of keeping the bank, but keeping the army too. It's always the better position to be in. Finally getting into game 2. You'll have to hear me ramble on about... actually, still have to can't really ramble on. That's kind of what casting really is. Just rambling. I was born a rambling man. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner of Dragon Scales. He was born a gambling man? I hope not. That's how you lose all your esports money. It is Team NV's Creator. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner, born a shambling man? Is he like a zombie? I don't know. For the Shopify Rebellion, it's ByuN. Cheeky probe to open up here. Maybe checking to make sure ByuN was actually building things back at home. ByuN definitely known for the occasional proxy. I love this probe just dealing damage to SCVs. You know what? If an Oracle comes in later and all these SCVs are still hurt, this probe might get the assist on like 3 kills. Could happen. But it looks like ByuN's just gonna Reaper expand. Actually, Marine. It's a Marine expand? Alright, exciting stuff. Creator putting down the CC, putting down the Nexus. Crazy there. ByuN gonna build the CC up on the high ground. Yeah, the Marine first is such an interesting choice. And I guess it does mean his factory goes down like a little bit quicker. I imagine there'll be an add-on on here. Is the plan. There's that reactor. The only problem for this for ByuN is he doesn't have any scouting information. Right, like, that is actually the main focus, main function of the Reaper. It's not to, like, go kill probes. It's so you can scout. And without a scout, I wonder what Creator's plan is. It's going to be the Robo. I love that the probe got back up here and is going to be able to spot the CC and also the factory finishing up. Speaking of scouting, that's really nice for Creator to know exactly where ByuN is headed. Exactly like what he's got behind that wall. Well, Adept considering pressuring, but Hellion's pretty good. The Robo is interesting here. We could see Creator do like disruptor drops. I'd love to see something like that. It may just be Observer into Colossi. This is looking like very standard builds. I kind of forget that it's Creator sometimes. And like, my man's a standard player. He likes the standard builds. I think I actually used to do this build against Terran all the time, and it's pretty much the exact same thing he's doing right now. I imagine there's a Robo Bay at some point in the near future. Hellion a little late on the react there for ByuN. Gets caught and killed. Yeah, no Robo Bay. All right, just going into the Forge for now. ByuN, I feel like, is going to get aggressive. He's already got the Cyclone out. He's going for the Siege Tank, the Marines, and I imagine this will be a Raven. Oh, no. Okay. We're going for the Twilight Council. I missed this, though. The 8 Marine drop. 7 Marine drop, excuse me, in the medevac to join up with this Cyclone. The Cyclone's going to lock onto the Zealot. Should be able to get that kill. There's actually room in this medevac for the Cyclone, but the Cyclone will get surrounded by probes and killed while the Marines move up into the main. A couple of probes have gone down. Take stock of this once this drop gets pushed away here. Oh, a couple more go down as they came back too early. ByuN is going to save this drop for later. Like some leftover food in a doggy bag. Alright, honestly, feels like pretty much even trades here. Nothing too crazy. Losing these probes is a little painful for Creator because the worker count's now even between them. But, all things said and done, still a very workable position. ByuN's Raven's going to go around the bottom side and try to do some auto turret harass. He's also got the possibility of a push in the very near future here. The handful of Marines and a couple of siege tanks. That can be a very annoying push to deal with. The Observer, I really don't think spotted that move out. And is just now going to spot, hey, you got some barracks coming up. Oh my god, the Marines scout it. How did they see that? How did ByuN notice that? He's so good at that kind of stuff. The Raven went in, did not drop an auto turret. Decided to leave. Third Nexus gets canceled, and ByuN's just going to back up. He is not overcommitting at all. This game is so honestly beautiful by ByuN. It's kind of insane. Creator's in such a tough spot right now. He's trying to get into charge as well as a very fast storm. He's got +1 on the way, but he needs a third Nexus. ByuN's putting down a third CC before Creator's third Nexus starts up. Oh no, the probes are not pulling away from the auto turret, and it's going to target down 3 probes, all of them mining gas. So Creator's, yeah, he's got to make sure to get those probes back on gas. 5 more gates on the way. Okay, Creator's just going to go all in on 2 bases. ByuN really needs to figure this out. Or is he? I mean, 5 more gateways here. I feel like Creator is about to go very aggressive and hope that ByuN thinks it's just a macro game. But ByuN's getting aggressive. Oh, this is wild. Okay, this is going to come down to the storms. Early game storms like this can be extremely powerful. ByuN needs to be super careful. You'll just like lose all the Marines. Especially before combat shields. Yikes. But I also kind of have a feeling Creator's about to just straight up lose this base. He's going to come down. There's the first storm. Does get dodged. Oh my god, the tanks target the High Templar. There are a couple of more, but this is not looking good for Creator. That storm whiffs. The base is under assault. The auto turrets. Oh no, this is the drop from earlier coming back into the natural. ByuN lifts it up. Now he's going to hit the main. I thought it was the Raven coming back for the auto turrets, but nope. ByuN forces a cancel on the third base once again. First one, actually, I think the first one was canceled. That might have just been a kill. Now he's working on the gateway. Creator's going to try to come kill this. He's got a lot of charge lots. He's got Storm in the Prisms. Excellent Storm there. ByuN's going to lift up and just boost away. Creator's just going to let him go. But of course, losing the third base again is super painful. We're 8.5 minutes into this game, and Creator does not have a third base. He's down quite a bit of supply, but his army supply, very similar. The upgrades are the same, +1 for both players. But he does have that Storm out. Juicy, juicy Storm. And ByuN needs to be super careful. He can't really defend with this. And he might just have to evacuate this third base because half of his units are across the map. And that's going to force Creator to pull the trigger in a bit of a base trady situation here. Wouldn't mind getting some okay connections to start things off. That is a lot of Marines and Marauders on top of the ramp. A shutdown on the Prism, but the first Storm does get off. 17 SCVs have already died, in big parts thanks to that Storm. But ByuN has killed the Nexus on the other side of the map, and now he's taking a great trade against these probes that are trying to fight him. Both players losing a ton of their workers, but ByuN is at over double Creator's worker supply right now. And yes, third got routed, but it's just floating in the air. I think ByuN is quite happy with the situation. I don't think there's enough here for Creator to push through, even with that juicy Storm. The Prism goes down, no fancy micro, and it looks like ByuN is just going to hold GG. ByuN takes the 2-0 victory in a super long game, and then kind of a action-packed short one, but what a beautiful game from ByuN. Genuinely just, I mean, that was fantastic. Fantastic game from ByuN.